Hi. We have with us today Mr. Shivkumar Pandey, the CISO of the Bombay Stock Exchange. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure hosting you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure. Now, Mr. Pandey, to start with, if you could tell us a little bit about, how do you go about securing the hybrid environment at your organization?
See, when you're talking about organization for us, we are in a hybrid in nature. We are a lot of the legacy system, whether it is on premises or traditional system or even the cloud system. But whenever we choose any, we do the integration with the people, process, and technology. And whenever we choose any kind of security technology, also we choose in such a way that it should be work not only for on premises our system and but also should be integrated with the in the cloud environment also. And even what are the things is feasible on the latest model per se, we start implementing on on the on premises also. Example for the cloud infrastructure, so we have a private cloud at our own premises, and then we deploy cyber security and security technology on the same.
Now, Pandey sir, coming to the next question, if you could share some, inputs about designing the right disaster recovery plan for your organization. What has worked for you, and what would you advise CISOs?
See, if you talk about the CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability of any information security, which is three main pillars, the availability is even very important. For stock exchanges, I can say time scale and accuracy is very important for any stock exchange. In that point of view, for a company like us, we have a DR, near DR, and even far DRs, and we have a real time replication of the data. Some of the things I can say, we have approximate 600 to 700 million transactions per day, and we operate in microseconds, so you can understand the criticality. So I mean, nobody can afford a single line term. It's become an international news. So disaster recovery, and when you talk about a DR, near DR, very stringent regulatory guidelines, and we have implemented all the latest technologies, and we actually operate from our far DR location, twice a day, 2 days from every quarters from our DR location. So not just sake of the say, and we actually operate from there. And regulators like they are doing the unannounced mock drill and all on weekends, and we call all the members because to connect. So it's a religious practice which we follows on the when you're talking about the disaster recovery.
Thanks so much for sharing that, sir. I think, the mock drills is the perfect way to actually gear up your
And
organization.
example for RTO, when you're talking about the RTO, it is our approximate 45 minutes from the regulator perspectives, and the RPOs are near real time, so you can understand the criticality.
Absolutely. Now, talking about the turnaround time, with certs new directives around incident response and incident logging, companies have to maintain a 180-day rolling period of incident logging. Now, has anything changed in your incident response plan, or were you already prepared for certs new directives?
See, we are already in place with the when you talk about the incident response or incident handling management. So we have a ticket logging system, automatically call logging system. Most of the automation which we have done when you're talking about the incident response, like most of the technology is integrated in such a way that 80 to 90% common things call will be logged automatically. Machine will be isolated from the network. Engineer will go resolve, and then only machine will be operational from there, because availability is very critical for us. Coming to the certain guidelines, we already have this kind of practices for cyber crisis management, cyber incident management, these type of policies and practices which we keep on doing on every quarters, like tabletop exercise where my technical team, the cyber security team, corporate communication team, law enforcement agency team, or law enforcement agency coordination from the corporate communication team. So it's a the whole organization involved when you do this kind of tabletop exercise. We do the simulation testing also, and we if being a national critical infrastructure identified and notified by both by government of India, we provide all kind of the logs to even the NCIPC and even our certain also. whenever these kinds. So those practice are, if I can say, already there. So it's just now we are compliance.
All right. Some great takeaways there from Mr. Shivkumar Pandey, CISO at the Bombay Stock Exchange. And it looks like mock drills, simulations, and threat exercises are the best way organizations can prepare for the current threat landscape. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank
It was a pleasure.